Hello guys, welcome back to my channel again. So today we are going to do two or more problems on quotient rule, and then we'll see what comes next. We'll move to something else. So I've done this here. I've written it already because writing is quite a task when I'm showing you. And here you can see there's a quotient rule on derivatives. Okay, finding derivatives using quotient rule. So here d over dx, we're differentiating tangent x is equals is the same as, you can write this thing the same as that one, sine x over cosine x, which is here. Okay, sine x over cosine x. Now differentiate this thing is the same as this one. Then this will be equal to, that means according we are using this formula, d over dx f of g is equal gf prime minus fg prime over g squared. Okay, is here. This is the formula. So here, so we move this one, it means g remains the same, which is this one, which is cosine x. Okay, differentiate the upper one, right? This is cosine x, then differentiate the sine x according to that formula. And then once you do this, then you minus the upper one, that's the sine of x remains the same. Then you differentiate the cosine, the lower one, according to the formula. We are following this formula. Okay, so once we do this, this is what we'll get: cosine minus sine of x over cosine x squared. Okay, so I hope you are understanding how this one is coming about, because we are using this formula to differentiate, which is g f prime minus fg prime over dx over g squared. So g, according to this formula, which one is g? G is this lower one, f is that one, so this remains the same according, which is here. See, g remains the same, f prime is the upper one, which you differentiate. So when you're moving that way, that one is going to remain the same, which is this one, this is g. Then we're going to differentiate this one, okay, which is this one, d over dx. This means you're differentiating this thing. And when you differentiate this one, it becomes a cosine over x. Now we have cosine and cosine, which is this one, cosine and cosine, which is this one. Then minus sine over sine, means the sine will remain the same. Now you differentiate the cosine, and once you differentiate the cosine, it becomes minus sine. So we have this thing, sine x minus sine x. Okay, so you see, I hope you are following. Now this is not the solution, we are going further from this point. We're going to go further. Actually, here now, what this means is that we have to multiply cosine times cosine, which is cosine x squared, minus this this sine minus sine become positive sine, right, over this squared. So let me write that one down. I hope you have understood up that point. Yeah, I'm going to clean this because I have to go further. This is not a solution. This times that one, cosine x times cosine x will be cosine x squared minus sine x minus sine x will become positive sine x over cosine x squared. This one. Okay, guys. So I'm taking the chalk. So now this will be equal to cosine squared. I'll show you. Let me write cosine squared plus sine squared into x over cosine squared. Sorry guys for the noise from outside, I can't help it. So now we have this one, I multiply those two, so you see cosine become cosine squared. Sorry, light has gone off. I have a problem with the light as well. Cosine squared plus sine squared over cosine squared x, which is this one. So further down we'll have now this is plus, when you add these two according to the trig function, this one will give you 1, this one is going to give you 1, these two will give you 1 over cosine squared down. This one, according to trig function, if you add cosine squared x plus sine squared x, it will give you 1, the value 1. So this one will be equal to 1 over 1 over cosine squared x, which equals to secant squared x, to give you something like that. Okay, so you are going to prove that tangent cosine, you're going to prove that tangent x equal to show that derivative of tangent is secant squared. So this, we've shown this one here, we've done the sum and maths and we've gotten this one. So 1 over cosine x is equal to this. Let me see whether the same going any further than this. So d dx, I guess this is different. Yeah, we end it there. Okay, that's the solution of it. That's why we have reached it. 1 over cosine squared x is equals to secant squared x. In other words, secant squared x will be equal to this. Okay, so let's do another problem. And this problem is d over dx. I think we make it even more clearer. Over I'm writing, then I'll show you secant x. Secant x. And now we're going to find the derivative of secant. Now this will be equal to secant x into tangent x. Okay, d over dx, secant x is equal to secant x tangent x. See what I've written. Now we know that secant x is the same as this over this, will be written as 1 over cosine x. Okay, 1 over cosine x. So stage 2 we'll go to secant x equals to 1 over cosine x. This is stage 2. We are trying to go further down, and we already know the formula. That's dx as f of g equals to gf prime minus fg prime over gx squared. I've written you the other thing I've just done. So we go further down, we get I think I have to wrap this one. If you have written this down, I want to wrap it. Now we are here at this stage. Okay, that's secant is equal to this. Now d over dx, d over dx that's a cosine x. I have to write and then I'll show you. You differentiate d over dx, d over dx into 1 minus 1 into d over dx cosine x over cosine x squared, cosine x squared, d over dx cosine x. You differentiate the first one according to the formula. The first one remains the same. You differentiate the second one, which is f prime. And when you differentiate this, what do you get? 0 minus this one. This remains the same. Differentiate the cosine. This one gives you 0. You differentiate the cosine, which gives you minus sine over cosine x squared. Okay, hope we are together. Okay, this one. So let's go further. Now we are going to stage 3. I have to clean everything here. Today we have to move fast, guys, because I will do this video a bit late. Stage 3 will have cosine x, which will be 0 from what we did up there. 1 into minus sine x. This video is you have to forgive me for the noise. There's nothing I can do because noise is coming from outside, a lot of it actually. X squared. We are moving still down further because you saw there what happened. We differentiated that stuff, so we got cosine to 0 will be here. It's gonna give you 0, and that one is gonna give you further down. You get sine x over cosine. I always write x instead of s, into cosine. Oh man, that's cosine x, right? Sine cosine x or cosine s. We got it from up there because this one became 0. So this times this, we got just positive sine x, and then this is squared. So that's why we have written like this. Okay. So now from this point on, we can write this thing. Oh man, excuse me. From this point, which is now there, we can write this one. I have to clean up because the problem is a long one. Somebody shouting, sorry guys. Now this is equals to, let me write and then I'll show you. Sine x over cosine x, sine into 1 over cosine x. You know, 1 over cosine x, it's the same as that expression, because if you distribute this inside, it will be the same, to be sine over cosine x squared. I just broke it down. This one, it will be the same. This one will be the same like that one. Okay. So now we have this one. This one will be equals to tangent x secant x is the same. So we have proved that secant x is equal to tangent x cosine x, because now we can finally have just cleaned that one, this one. This will be equal to this. You know, you remember this thing is a tangent. We said this is tangent, this one. And this over this is the same as secant, right? This is the same as secant. And this one is the same as tangent. Okay. This thing is the same as tangent. As we wrote it this way so that you can be able to see. So that is the solution. We have proved that secant equal secant tangent secant, or tangent secant tangent secant tangent secant x tangent x, secant d over dx secant, that's differentiation. Secant equal secant x tangent, or tangent x secant x. They have written it down. Yeah guys, I'm sorry, there's a lot of noise, and this was the last part of this series on quotient rule. So I don't think I want to proceed. We have to move to something else. It's not all about quotient rule. So thanks for watching now. Subscribe, share and like and comment. If you don't understand something, comment. I'll clarify this to you. Okay guys, bye for now.